Hello, hello, and welcome to the Sunday Sesh, where this afternoon we are really lucky to be joined by three of our fabulous style transformers. But first of all, I'd love to introduce you to Christy, who is joining me this afternoon. She is my partner in solving style crimes. How are you doing, Christy?
I'm awesome. Thanks, Fee. Hi, everyone.
So, we are sharing some of the stories of our beautiful style transformers. They have been through our style transformation program, which is our online program. And this afternoon, they're going to share some of the challenges that they faced before going through the style transformation, some of the wins that they've had, and what their highlights were of going through the program. You see, I know for myself, and even with Christy, being born with this style gene, as Christy likes to describe it, it's not always a given. We do look at other people and go, how do you make that work? How do you pull it all together? And what I like to say, it's a formula, it's a process. And that's something very much that we'd love to share with you this afternoon, is how you can take a wardrobe where you feel overwhelmed and feel like you have nothing to wear, to creating a wardrobe where you open up in the morning and instead of being filled with dread, you feel inspired, you've got outfits you can go to, you know you've got something for any occasion, and it's a really quick, easy win. And more importantly, you feel really, really great in what you wear and ready to tackle whatever the day throws at you. So, what I just wanted to share with you just quickly is, in terms of the style transformation, what we do, it's our online program and we deliver you a personalized style profile while offering you a complete step-by-step guide to create a wardrobe full of outfits that you absolutely love. When you understand your style personality and then know how to translate that, it makes, one, getting dressed so much easier. Two, knowing what to buy so much easier. And then you're not left with pieces in your wardrobe that create what we call the alien effect. When you wear your wow colors every day and your eye intensifier colors and eye enhancer colors, it really makes you look healthy, glowing, and vibrant. And people start to notice that. You will receive compliments. It can be a little bit uncomfortable at first. However, you will get used to it, we promise. But it's also that idea that when you work off a color palette, everything in your wardrobe mixes and matches to create lots more options and being able to do more with less. And then when you understand your body architecture and understand that creating balance and proportion is the key and that it's not size, then when you go and try pieces on, when you are pulling pieces together and creating outfits, it gives you those parameters and that guideline on how to create really flattering outfits with lots of different types of pieces and garments and cuts that perhaps you hadn't expected before. So they're the key things that we do as part of the style transformation. But what we'd like to do is actually introduce you firstly to Eva. Eva joined us for the last round of the style transformation, and she's going to chat to us a little bit about her wins. So while I get sorted with a little bit of tech, just bear with me a moment. And let me find Eva, and she's just here. Hello, how are you doing?
Hey,
Wonderful. Hi, Fiona. Hi, Christy.
Thank you so much for being here this afternoon. It's really lovely to see you. And firstly, I guess, would you like to tell everyone a little bit about yourself?
So, yeah, I'd love to. I am a mother of 5 wonderful children, ranging from 33 to almost 15. My baby's 15, so jolly. Anyway, I am a mama and I love it, but I kind of lost myself in doing that, and I think a lot of mamas do. But what I found was I was sort of feeling I was fixated on size rather than body architecture because I didn't know, and I was struggling with color. I love color, but I was wearing brights, and I found out that I was a warm, soft.
beautiful, warm, soft.
So I was a massage therapist for 10 years, and now I'm doing teacher support, and now currently doing disability support, and which is very satisfying. I really enjoy that. So I've had to kind of deal with several different wardrobes for each thing that I like to do. But my favorite thing is I love dresses and flowy dresses and pretty things. Wherever I was a tomboy in my teens, and then I realized I like girly stuff too. And then I just loved everything, but I didn't know what suited me best. And then after doing style transformation and discovering things about myself I didn't really know, like colors. Color really affects me. I really love it, and I really loved deep, rich colors. And I've actually got this like green on it. I love it, and so I'm embracing. One of the questions was asked, what color do you want to say goodbye forever to? And it was rust. And that's one of the beautiful colors that I'm now embracing.
Look at it with different eyes.
Yes. And so the biggest compliment I got, my husband doesn't give compliments out very often. And one day I was wearing a pair of boyfriend jeans and a linen shirt, it was a neutral color though. And he just walked in the room and went, "Oh, wow, you look amazing, gorgeous." And I was like, did I just hear that right? I didn't even have to fish for a compliment. So that's my biggest win and the biggest compliment. And the other thing, I was wearing a rust colored dress. I embraced and bought this colored dress, and it's in one of the photos you've shown. And my husband and I went shopping at Costco, and we're together. Like, it's not like we were together. And this guy started flirting. I'm like, what the heck is going on? And my husband's like, I'm right here.
Yeah, hello.
And he's like, oh, okay, I might have to keep an eye on you now.
That is a compliment.
So I think, the thing I enjoyed about doing style transformation was learning about what I actually liked. Like, I used to look at these feminine, pretty outfits and go, wish I could wear that. Like most women go, I wish I could wear that. And so now I'm like, I'm going to embrace that. If I want to wear a feminine dress, I'm going to wear a pretty feminine dress. But look at my body architecture. So the thing I was a bit of an impulse buyer for fashion. Now my colors come out when I'm at the shops and I scan everything. Is it in my palette? And if I put the blinkers on, I think, Christy, you said your blinkers go on.
Yeah,
I do that now. If it's not within my fashion thing, style, I have styles. So yeah, I just don't buy anymore. And I was able to give my black to my girls who are roughly the same size as me. So I see them wearing the dresses and go, oh, that looks gorgeous on them. I can't wear black anymore, but I'm actually thrilled about that.
Yeah. You can enjoy it on someone else.
Yes, I do appreciate it on other people now. I do a lot of people watching.
So Eva, is it the situation that now that you understand what your theory is, that you're able to translate those style personalities better in terms of how that sort of relaxed, natural, feminine crossover works?
Yes. Now I am paying a lot more attention to the cut of jackets, and like I really studied where the length of jacket is perfect for me, where the button sits right for me, like the width of my shoulders, how to make, because I'm a triangle. So I have to actually pay attention now. If I've got a whole heap of skinny jeans that I have to wear for work, now that I know how to make it look better by wearing the cardi that goes down, or a knuckle length jacket, or bring all the party business up the top. And I used to over accessorize with the jewelry. Now it's just like a little bit there. If there's too much on, take a bit off. So
So it's a much more technical process. And we always say, don't we, Fee, we take the emotion out of it, because so many of our clients attach so much emotion and noise to their dressing. Having this information, even if you found that, as you say, there's blinkers on what you buy, but it's also cutting out the noise.
Absolutely, yeah. Like even this morning with my dress, what I've got on, I did the blink test, open my eyes, what shape am I making, you know? So yeah. So, yeah, I'm sick of looking like a jag. I want to look great and feel confident in the colours I wear, and I want that glow skin, you know, the glow to happen because I'm wearing the right colours. And this is actually, I'm finding it really hard to find a warm lipstick. This is a warm, but I put it on and I went, is this a cool colour? But anyway, it's a warm red.
Yeah.
And it works really well.
Yeah.
Really, really well.
Loving that olive green too.
Yeah, that style transformation was a big revelation for me. Even like for the colour of my hair and what blends in with my skin tones. And now I'm on the hunt for all the muted jewellery that instead of all the sparkly stuff I love.
Dark texture.
Yeah, absolutely.
So how do you describe your feeling about when you get dressed in the morning now? Like, what does it feel like to go to your wardrobe and open it up?
Well, I open my wardrobe and I walk in. I've actually color coded all my clothes, so all my blues and reds and greens, they're all sectioned. It's I don't just go, oh, I've got all this stuff, but I don't know what to wear. So now I know when I've got all my colors that I work with in my palette, I know everything goes together. Now it's just like, okay, should I wear a cardi or should I wear a jacket? Should I wear skinnies or boyfriends or straight pants?
Separate or one piece?
So now I really enjoy thinking about capsules, and I like bundling things together. So now it's like, okay, I've got these pair of pants. How many different tops and jackets and cardis can I wear with that? Or how many dresses can I actually make into tunics and put a belt and lift them up a bit and wear them with some skinny jeans and all that kind of stuff. So it's just like open my mind to, I can do so much more with all of my clothes in my wardrobe. So yeah.
So, because how would you have described your uniform before? Like, did you have like a go-to outfit that you always sort of wore before?
Yes, jeans and a t-shirt. Jeans and a t-shirt.
Nothing wrong with that. At least now you know what suits you. What colour?
Now the jeans and t-shirt aren't blah, but they're stylish, and I wear boots with it. I don't just wear Crocs or thongs. I love shoes, but I just got into a routine of just kind of going, the flip-on Crocs with whatever I wore, which is so yuck. But now it's like I've got so many shoes that I actually go, right, I can actually wear that with that dress or those pants. Because I used to say to myself, I hate shopping, I don't like fashion, when really I do like fashion and I do like shopping when I've got the funds. And knowing now what my style personalities are, what my colours are, which impacted me hugely. So now when I go shopping, if I like something just for the look of it, I go, hang on, I have to think about my architecture, all the theory behind it. And yeah, I get that colour wheel out and go, no, that's okay, but is it really important? Is it on my colour wheel? No, okay, put it back.
Oh, look at it.
It helps me a lot. Yeah.
And it does. It really helps in terms of having that focus so that you can cut out feeling overwhelmed by, so much that's that's available in the choice that, you can just sort of scan and go, yep, no, okay, and walk away.
Yeah,
definitely.
No black. Just black was the go-to. Black jacket, black top, black jeans, black shoes. No more.
Definitely sensing much more excitement, Eva. Like previously, blah, yeah, whatever. Sort of that blah feeling sort of permeated through dressing into the outfits that you were wearing.
Yeah.
Whereas now, would you say there's a bit more excitement?
Yes, definitely. Well, I had to go to headquarters for my work, and one of the younger girls, I mean, she looked pretty dazzling and stylish too. She just said to me, "You are so stylish. Can I ask you a few questions?" And I was like, oh. I was a bit surprised because I'm like, here's this young 20-something-year-old looking pretty fabulous herself, and she's like, "Oh, you're so stylish." I'm like, okay. Thank you.
That's so good. From every direction.
Oh, I love it.
It has been a big revelation about what I like and how to dress and shop. Don't waste money.
Yeah.
So it's been.
And dressing for you, Eva. Dressing for you rather than other people's expectations of you.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So awesome.
So, Eva, is there any final words you'd like to leave us with in terms of how you feel about your style transformation?
My style transformation has been a huge learning curve. I'm still learning, still kind of going, ooh, when I go to the shops, I love so much stuff. But now I sort of take a step back and go, oh, hang on, is that really for you? So that has been very hard and just had to be disciplined. But I really am so grateful because I thought I was one thing, dressing for one style, when I've actually got a few. And I learnt things about myself, and it's okay. Don't get fixated on the size. Look at your architecture. That was a big thing for me, size. You know, my husband used to go, just look, if you're feeling frumpy, just go up a size. I'm like, don't swear at me. So now I'm like, okay, don't look at the size. Look at what I'm trying to create. Look at the shape I'm trying to create. So that was a big revelation for me. But I've loved it. I've loved the journey, and I still look at like I work a lot night shifts, so I look at everything at like 2:00 in the morning if I wake up, and I'm like, okay, what have they said? What's Fiona said? And I'll watch it and go, aha, lots of aha moments for me.
Wish our kids listen to us like that, Fee.
I know, it would be nice.
Yeah.
Well, Eva, thank you so much for sharing some more about your style transformation. And I know people will see a little bit more of you tomorrow as we release some more images and video of you coming out tomorrow. And stay tuned for that because, you share some really beautiful words and things like that. So we'll be excited to share that. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Eva.
Thanks, Christy. Thanks, Fiona.
Bye.
Oh, I love the olive. It looks so amazing. And with jewellery and accessories, I mean, absolutely fantastic. And everyone will see the rust dress that Eva is talking about because, and sorry, I'm not trying to minimise you there. I'm trying to bring something else up.
I'll do minimise.
Okay. I'll get there eventually. But yeah, some things that I just wanted to talk about in terms of what we offer in the style transformation, and what Eva also touched on is one of the things that you're going to learn at the end of the style transformation is really about your style personality. And lots of times we think we know what our style is, but then it's actually figuring out that we actually know we have quite a few different styles that come in. We're not just one. And if we think we're one, then we're actually really limiting ourselves around that, aren't we, Christy?
Definitely, absolutely. And it actually can start to feel not you at all. And then you really don't know where you're going with your style.
And it was a really great example from Eva that, you know, okay, she thought she had the relaxed natural base, hence the jeans and a T-shirt. But then it was really realising that she's got these beautiful feminine and elegant elements that come in as well. And that has just opened up so many different options, and also how she feels about herself. Because that's one of the things.
Take those feet into one cohesive look. Yeah.
And I guess that's one of the things that we're really, really keen to focus on in terms of style transformation, is that it's not just about knowing your style. It's actually not enough to know your style, because where we often get stuck is actually translating that style. And that's what we really focus on in terms of the style transformation, is going, right, these are your style personalities. And we're usually a combination of 2 or 3, or if you're more than that, there is a particular style personality that will be more than that. And we'll share with you what that is. And so what we do find is each of us are a unique combination of those style personalities. So we'll all bring that in differently and play around with that differently. So what we teach you is to look at the different elements of your style personality and then work out how that all comes together. Is it the fabric? Is it the cut? Is it the print or pattern? Is it the color? So we go through all of that and help you translate that into your style, so that when you see the pieces in the wild, and when I say the wild, I mean out at the shops or even in your wardrobe, you're able to look at something and go, right, tick, 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 or cross. And then it makes it so much easier never to come home with something that makes you feel like you are an alien in what you're wearing with that.
No.
Is there anything you wanted to add to that, Christy, at all?
No, absolutely, Fee. Just that luxury of being able to pull out those key bits of how your personality translates into a particular style or look is just, life-changing.
So that's always our first step within the style transformation, is to really help you translate your style, because that is going to mean, well, it impacts everything else that we do. And that's the second thing that you will learn by the end of the style transformation. And I think Eva touched on it as well, is about discovering those wow colors for you. What makes you look healthy, glowing, vibrant, fantastic, where someone turns around and goes, oh, wow, you look amazing in that color. Or you look fabulous today. Have you been on holiday? Or, that type of thing. So the colors that you choose to wear out of your color palette will also be dictated by your style personality too. So what we do as part of the style transformation is we help you find those wow colors. Christy, do you want to tell a little bit about Ruth here, who is actually one of our clients, and what we're showing here?
Absolutely. So Ruth came to us. She had her colours done previously by someone else and had felt they just weren't quite working for her. And you can see that photo on the left-hand side of the screen there. We actually redraped Ruth and found, yes, she was given the correct palette. It's not just about understanding, yes, colours in my palette, these are good for me. It's about understanding what you do with those colours. And we go through in quite a lot of detail, not only about understanding the colours in your swatch, but also how to use them and how to put them together. So you can see here the effect of, yes, Ruth knew her palette, but she didn't know how to put them together to make the best effect of her characteristics. So the picture on the right there is about her understanding, okay, these are my colours, but I'm actually a cool deep. So what's most important for me is that I wear deeper, darker colours and have a medium to high contrast in those colours if I'm putting those colours together. So exactly the same colour palette and colours, just understanding the difference it makes, understanding how you put those colours together can be enormous. And that is her on the right-hand side, understanding full well how to put those colours together and make them wow, wow, wow.
So not only do we work out, what the best colours are going to be for you based on your hair, skin and eyes, it is very much, again, showing you how to use it. And I know for both of us, even though we hadn't a colour analysis done, we weren't necessarily shown how to pull it all together, how to create those colour combinations, how to create that colour contrast, and how to look at the right depth for us. So yes, we'll give you wow colours, your eye intensifiers, your eye enhancers, and your alternatives to wearing black as a base or foundation colour to create lots of different outfits, but we'll also show you how to use it. And that, I think, is quite key. Now, before we introduce our next special guest, I just wanted to have a shout out because we've got a few people here. We've got Irene from Cairns and also Michelle from Perth. So hello, thank you for joining us. And we've got Mary's here as well. Thank you for joining us, Mary. And then we've got a couple of Facebook users. So what happens is when you comment through StreamYard, sometimes we can see your name and sometimes we can't. And our Facebook users are three of our previous style transformers. So hello there. Lovely to see you and thank you. Really appreciate it. So our next style transformer who is joining us this afternoon is the fabulous Kylie. Let me bring her on now. Oh, and Nevenka's here. Hello.
Hi, Nevenka.
So this is Kylie. Kylie, how are you doing?
Good. Hi, Christy.
Hi, Kylie.
I'm well.
Kylie, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Okay. So I live in a country town in Western Queensland. I live with my partner and our 2 Labradors, and I'm a primary school teacher here in town.
Awesome.
So tell us a little bit about what were your challenges with or frustrations with your wardrobe?
Okay. So probably that I am just the world's biggest spontaneous shopper, probably, and had a mountain of clothes, shoes, scarves, probably mainly, as well as other bits and pieces, in every colour you could probably imagine, because I love that one and I love that and I love that. So just bringing in everything. Not so long ago, I lost a lot of weight as well. So that was like out with the old and quick, let's get all the new in. But then, of course, just not being able to really put many outfits together to actually wear because nothing much went together. Yeah.
So was it confusion? A little bit of confusion because you had so much. Where to start?
Yes, and instead of, I guess I would sometimes take like a skirt or whatever, and I'd take it shopping to buy, something to go with the skirt, and not being able to do that, and then probably buying something else that I brought back and go with anything either. So just being sort of too confused, I guess.
That's a very common thing we find, isn't it, Fee?
Yeah.
Like having that one piece that only one other thing goes with. So when, as you say, when that goes in the wash, it's like, well, what am I going to wear with this now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
Not
right.
hard working.
Yeah.
So tell us about the biggest win you've had since you've done the style transformation, or the biggest compliment that you've had.
Well, I suppose I really loved that there was theory involved, and I really felt that was going to help me. So from the moment that I started, I just loved, and looking at all the modules and hearing everything, and I was taking my notes, and every time I went shopping, trying to apply that, and I think by the end of that, just having a bit more of an idea of when I did go shopping, being a bit more careful about what I chose, and knowing that when I brought that back, it would go with some other things in my wardrobe. And I think too, the other thing, I seem to have a lot more dresses now. So I've sort of realised that because of my shape, that dresses are a good option for me. And when I go shopping, for example, there are more dresses out there than there are probably skirts for me. So I wear a lot more dresses, both sort of in my personal life, but also at work. And I probably I get a lot of compliments about the dresses that I wear. So
Lovely shape.
Yes, yeah. So.
And do you find, Kylie, you're bringing in more dresses because you're more clear and certain about from what I'm hearing, you're more certain about the type of dresses you can bring into your wardrobe?
Yes, and I know that they look good.
Yeah.
And just that, that balancing up, as Eva was saying, the balancing up of the triangle shape. So really knowing, when you go into the shop, no, those won't work, kind of thing. And then, just honing in on those ones that
yeah, a wider across the shoulder and that sort of thing.
It's such a different experience, isn't looking at it and being so certain about what will and won't work when you think about what you used to experience going into a shop.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and also the same with the colour as well. So, you know, for example, last time I went shopping, I went into Jackie E, and you know, this whole corner was, you know, not in my colour palette, so I just didn't go there. I just went, no. Yeah. Whereas before, I would have gone through every, you know, rack probably, or gone to have a look at every colour. So, yeah, so it's streamlined that shopping experience as well.
So good.
Yeah.
Perfect. I love it.
Yeah.
And so in terms of, you know, the wins and streamlining wardrobe, how is the wardrobe going? Do you feel like it's getting more streamlined and creating more outfits?
Yes, I think it is. I still have a lot of clothes that I haven't, you know, gotten rid of yet. And I think because there's so much money invested, and, you know, I have sold some and I am intending to give more away. So I've, you know, still got a lot of sorting to do, but I do have a lot. And like, I guess now coming into the cooler months where I sort of started this time last year, you know, I sort of started looking at those things and going, right, I got that and that and that now. So I know what I can bring in to complement what I started last year. Yeah, so
That's so good.
Do you find, Kylie, knowing your theory, how does that help in still keeping, you've got a lot of stuff, as you say, you've got that investment you don't really want to throw out straight away, but knowing your theory, how does that work with the garments that aren't quite matching with that? Do you find you know how to work them a bit better?
Well, I think so. Like, and probably, you know, some of them, for example, would be like a nice, I've got a couple of nice, you know, floaty, flowery tops that I wear with jeans during winter, which are not my colours at all, but because I'd wear them with jeans and, you know, I can just wear it one off, I feel that it's going to go okay with, you know, with my shoes or my bag or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're knowing how to cheat a little bit more effectively.
Yeah, occasionally. Like I've had those tops for years and I love them. So I can keep them and wear them occasionally, and I'm sure.
Not that we advocate that at all.
Yes, so.
Just in the interim.
Yeah. But I look, you know, I pulled something out the other day, and you know, and I thought, no, that really isn't right. It's not the right length, so I need to get rid of that. So I have trouble buying things that are the right length. So I've bought a lot of things that are not the right length, and now I'm sort of going, yeah, no, I can see why it's not. And yes, I get rid of those as well.
Awesome.
And that's what we do say. We very much do say it's about what you bring in now. Yep, those pieces are in there, and we don't say you necessarily get rid of them because you can learn how to cheat, but it's just anything new that you bring into your wardrobe should, you know, tick the 3 style profile boxes. And so then what happens over time is you start having this wardrobe where everything is the tick, tick, and tick. Other than those couple of cheap pieces, and don't worry, everyone's got them.
That's right.
Around that too.
I think it is the case too. It's the invert. When you find, sometimes we have clients who find out their colours and think, oh, I'm not sure about those. But when they start wearing them, they realise, wow, they look amazing on me, and start to love them. The inverse of that is true also. Colours you loved to wear, after you know they don't suit you as much as other colours, you start to think, oh, I don't really want to wear that because I want to look fabulous all the time. So it sort of like works both ways, if you like.
Yes, and it's interesting. Like, I've never been a fan of purple or violet or anything like that. Like, I've always attached that to my grandmother kind of thing, and lavender and that sort of thing. But I have bought some, you know, lilac things, and I do get a lot of comments. Like, I've got I think it's a Sportscraft t-shirt that I have that I wore to work this week, and someone said, oh, that colour looks so good on you.
And do you find your view on lavender has changed somewhat, Kylie?
I actually bought a lilac, just a really nice knit, last time I went shopping. Yeah, and I thought, oh, who would have thought? But it's lovely. Yeah.
Nice.
That's
so
great.
in fact, it's actually widening your sense of dabbling with different colours and that sort of thing, rather than getting sort of that tunnel navy, black, you know, those we often do.
Yes, that's right. Because I do have a lot of navy, which I love. But yeah, it's really nice to have some of those other colours.
Putting colour with it.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, awesome.
Well, Kylie, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon and sharing bits about your style transformation. Really appreciate that. Is there anything that you'd like to leave us with in terms of style transformation?
Well, I was just going to say that when I was thinking about what I loved the most about it, you know, it was basically what didn't I love, but a big part of it was the community and like not having met any of these people apart from my sister, and feeling like you two and everyone else in the group are like really good friends, and you know that we're having a great time together. Little, you know, Facebook group and feeling really comfortable. Like initially, I guess feeling, you know, oh, what if I say something that's silly, or what if I say something, you know, that's not right? But it's not like that, and you know, people are very well.
No such thing.
Yeah, so I love that part of it, and I don't know what I'll do if it ever disappears. So,
not if we've got anything to do with it.
You won't be disappearing.
I'm not going anywhere.
Because we feel the same way. We absolutely feel the same way.
Yeah, it's good.
I know, and it's we always do talk about the fact that we are going to do, when COVID and things settle down, we so want to do a live event and have everyone get together, because we do feel like we all know each other, because we see each other quite regularly in the group, and it's lovely. It's really lovely.
And being so skilled also, we have our little Daniel-sons in the group. If you're thinking Karate Kid, Miyagi's, Daniel-sons in the group. They're very skilled and very knowledgeable.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon and sharing your style transformation. And yes, we can't wait to see you in person.
Yes, that'll be great. Thanks.
Thanks, Kylie.
Bye.
Yeah.
Oh, so many wins and gold nuggets there as well, in terms of, you know, feeling great about your style and, you know, implementing the theory, making things easier as well. And I guess that brings us to one of the other things that you'll learn by the end of the style transformation. It's really about looking at go-tos and your alternative sort of colours and things like that. I know a lot of us, you know, when it comes to creating the foundation of our wardrobe or the base of our wardrobe, it might be a black pair of jeans, or, you know, your chambray. It might be black pants, a black skirt, black dress, black coat. And what we want to sort of help people do is explore colour more, because we know, and Eva was saying it before, that, you know, colour really does impact not only our moods, but other people's moods as well. And anyone who has, you know, like a stylish friend or family member and always looks at them and thinks, how do they do it? How do they put together such a great outfit? It's actually because they know the secret of colour. And I've actually just noticed we've got Kylie there in a great outfit that put together for what we call the One Piece 3 Ways Challenge, which is actually, I guess, almost like the graduate program from the style transformation in our super stylers, post-grad. But what we are really keen to share with you in the style transformation is, yes, as we talked before about having, you know, the colour palette, it's actually how to use it, how to create all of these fabulous combinations. How, as Kylie said, is that things actually go together. So you've got more options. You're not having to go out and buy especially another top to make that skirt work and then give up because you can't find it, and then buy something else to bring in, and then you're back to square one again. It's really key that we teach you and help you and support you to be able to create all these sort of fabulous colour combinations out of what you already have in your wardrobe, and then maybe just bringing in a few pieces to fill in the gaps as well. And then the other thing that you're going to learn, it's really about learning how to work with your shape. And I know both Eva and Kylie have talked about it as well, in terms of focusing on your body architecture so that when you walk into a store and look at different shapes of garments, you're like, yep, okay, that's perfect. No, actually, I need to stay away from that because that's not going to make the most of my body and the clothes that I put on it. So it's really looking at those key things. And what we do in the style transformation is we have a program called My Private Stylist. It's an online program, and it gives you every dress style, every jacket length, every neckline that is going to be perfect for you based on your measurements. So it's extremely personalized, and you have access to it online, and it can be updated as well for any changes too. So before we chat to our last style transformer, Teresa, I can see that Bin's here. Hi, Bin. Lovely to see you. And Megan, she's saying Depop is a really good place for selling clothes. I actually haven't heard of that before. Have you, Christy?
No, I haven't. But I'll remember that.
Note that one down. That's really great. And Ivanka's saying, so true, not even bothering with certain racks. I can glance at a store and just walk on if the palette is not for me. And I can now say that I have a reason why I don't like dusky pastels. You sure can, because they're totally not right. We know that.
Ivanka was one of our style transformers a couple of rounds ago. So thanks for tuning in, Ivanka.
So let's introduce our final guest for this afternoon, and that is Teresa, and she has worked with us for quite some time. So it's wonderful to have you here. How are you doing?
Can you hear us, Teresa?
I can hear you, Christy. I can't hear anybody else.
You can hear me? Well, I'll lead on with the questions. Can you start off, Teresa, just by telling us a little bit about you and your lifestyle?
Okay. I basically am a full-time working mother. I have 3 grown-up children. I've worked in technology for very many years, primarily in the city in Brisbane. But some time ago, I took a job that took me out of the city. And, you know, part of getting involved with you guys was because I really wanted to still be professional, but perhaps a little more relaxed, casual than I had been in my work. I'd been sort of very formal, suiting kind of dress. So, yeah, I was sort of looking to make a bit of a change in terms of my dress style, and hence got involved with you guys.
I remember that first time we met you, Teresa. We went on a bit of a shop, didn't we? And I just still, to this day, love the transition from when we first met you. You arrived in looking lovely, but in black, didn't we? Our first experience. And then by the end of that session, Teresa, we had you in some wonderful colour, didn't we?
Yes, it was an overwhelming experience. I had so many clothes in the dressing room at one stage I could hardly move.
In a good way.
I think you were as excited as I was about what was going on.
We always are.
I remember lots of little exciting noises as outfits were being pulled together in colours, amazing colours. So I sort of realistically started at the wrong end when you say, you know, you go shopping last. And I think I had, you know, you guys had sponsored an event I went to, and I felt I should support the sponsors. So I came along to a shopping trip. And as you say, we went and bought some amazing colours in that shopping, warm, muted colours. And it was really lovely to be able to go to work dressed, still looking very professional, but not in the sort of black suit, white shirt kind of combination that I had. And yes, it was a big shock through the process to uncover that I shouldn't be wearing black, given a large percentage of my wardrobe was black and white, which, you know, is very easy to put on, but not very inspiring, I have to say.
So having that experience first, Teresa, you decided then to go on and do the style transformation.
Yes, absolutely. I you know, in the very short space of time we had together shopping, I'd picked up quite a lot, and really interesting things about body shape, which I'd never really understood. I'm quite a short person and a triangle, so the body shape, what to look for, you know, the little sleeves, the colour stuff, the stuff that broadens out the shoulders. I learnt quite a bit in that shopping session, and then obviously going into the style transformation, and I think the big thing for me in that was style personality. I was really quite surprised at what a difference your style personality makes and how that influences what you like to wear. So, I had outfits in my wardrobe that were, black and white that I wore to work, and it was sort of a uniform, but it didn't really inspire me and didn't make me feel good. So that's doing through that style transformation, getting a much better understanding of my body shape and architecture and what to buy. Also being short, the scale, print size. There was so many tips through that transformation about what made a difference to the things that I buy and wear, and made a big difference to what stayed in my wardrobe and what's moved. And I now do not have any black in my wardrobe.
That's so exciting.
It's taken some time, obviously, to transform your wardrobe, but yeah, my wardrobe now is a riot of color, is how I like to describe it.
And how does that make you feel, that color?
Oh, amazing. I think I'd always liked color, and I probably had I did have some color in my wardrobe, and luckily some of the colors that are in my color palette, which was quite good. I've always been drawn to greens, for example. But I didn't have very many. And so they were kind of a little orphaned in my wardrobe because, as I said, it was mostly black and white environment. So all the colours now, and, I sort of spend my Sunday afternoon working out what I'm wearing for the week, and it's sort of a one-piece three-way challenge every Sunday where I throw, pull out different pairs of pants or skirts or what have you and just play around with what's going to go, knowing that I could put together hundreds of outfits for the week. So it's really good. I really enjoy that part of it.
That's fantastic. And the color combinations you can create with your beautiful colors, rather than previously putting those beautiful colored pieces with black, now do you tend to find you're creating these wonderful color combinations?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I've got beautiful burgundies in my color palette, obviously the neutrals and the navy blues, but I've got some gorgeous greens and rusts, and yeah, everything goes together so well, and I can pull together an outfit really quickly if I'm going out somewhere. And as I said, for the week, I sit there and play and recombine outfits together to come up with an outfit for the week, or outfits for the week. And the lovely thing is that there are so many different combinations that it's not like you're wearing the same thing on Monday every day of every week, because you can just put the navy pants with a slightly different shirt, and really get that fantastic combination.
And do you find, Teresa, figuring out combinations that you can wear to work, but do you find you can change up outfits easier now?
Oh, absolutely. I don't have that problem of, I think I heard you saying about, something being in the wash. I've got so many combinations. I would have 20 shirts in my wardrobe that would go very, very well with a pair of navy slacks or with a pair of burgundy pants, for example. I've got a beautiful rust pair of pants, and most of those shirts will go with that pair of pants. Cardigans, and one of the things when we went on our first shopping trip, we bought gorgeous a green and a burgundy cardigan, and a nice navy dress with a dark green or a burgundy jacket or cardigan over the top. Is amazing.
Do you find your clothes work harder across contexts now?
Absolutely. I went to Melbourne last weekend. I could, literally put in one pair of pants and two shirts and a pair of shoes and a jacket, and I could go away for the whole weekend. And I literally went away just with a little carry-on bag for a 2-day weekend in Melbourne, including a coat in case it got cold, because it's Melbourne and I'm from Brisbane. So I can throw those little combos together really quickly and really easily, and still working and not traveling so much in the last 12 months. But when you do travel a lot for work, it's great just to be able to pull together 3 or 4 things and know that you could dress, both for work, you could go out for dinner, for several days with a small suitcase of clothes.
Yeah. So as your headliner, Teresa, what would you say in terms of the headline from Style Transformation that you find that you feel the most?
Wow, that's a hard question because I learnt so much. I think the thing I love now is I have an amazing wardrobe, of clothes. I can mix and match them together. I never open my cupboard and go, I don't have anything to wear to work today. Which, you know, when you're a busy professional, that's the last thing you want to worry about when you get up in the morning is what am I wearing to work today? And I'm, you know, I'm saving money because I'm not buying things I'm never going to wear, and everything in my wardrobe works really hard.
So time and money.
Absolutely, absolutely, and a lot of fun. You know, the style transformation is a lot of fun. It's really relaxed. You learn a lot, but you really have a good time.
Awesome. We're glad you do. Can you hear Fee now, Teresa? Still can't hear Fee?
No, I can't hear Fee.
Oh, well, if you can let Teresa know that I've just loved everything that she said.
Telling me to say thank you for everything you said, and wonderful, wonderful. Thank you very much, Teresa, for joining us, and we'll definitely, if you sign up to Style Transformation, you'll see Teresa in the chat because she's one of our graduates. She's wonderful. Very
yes, and I love coming back every year because every year I learn something else.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much, Teresa, and have a wonderful Sunday afternoon.
Thanks, guys. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Bye.
Bye.
And that is one of the things that's awesome about the style transformation. And we say it's one of the bonuses of the style transformation is you get access to the transformers, as we like to call them, because once you become a style transformer, you have access to the community. And whenever we're in there, we do 2 rounds every year. And so when we're in there, they are in there as well, sharing their wins, sharing their advice, and they are so generous and beautiful in the advice that they give, and it's gold. So you don't just get Christy and I, you actually also get the advice of so many other fabulous women who are stylists in their own right now, really, because they're really practicing their theory. Yeah. And they'll be experts in their colour palette as well. So, you know, they've had the chance to work with their colour palettes, you know, maybe the last round, 2 rounds ago, 6 rounds ago. So they are absolutely brilliant. Really, really great. So that's one of the other things that you're going to learn as part of the style transformation is how to create that mix and match wardrobe. And we know for a lot of people that once you get your style personality and understand how to translate it, once you know your body architecture and also your color palette, sometimes you stand in front of your wardrobe and you might go, okay, so where do I start? How do I tackle this? So one of the things that we do share in the style transformation and teach you is how to get from that wardrobe where everything feels overwhelming and nothing goes together. And we have our Capsule wardrobe toolkit, which, you know, includes your lifestyle analysis, your wardrobe workbook, your Capsule wardrobe planner. And we share with you the 4 steps to creating a Capsule wardrobe, whether you are a minimalist and you want to work with 9 pieces, or if you're someone who has 150 pieces plus, but still wants to create that wardrobe where everything mixes and matches together. Like Teresa said, it's very much, you know, being able to go away for a weekend and bring carry-on, or the fact that you know, as a busy professional, you don't want to spend hours trying to work out what you've got to wear. You don't want those distractions. You want to be able to do something really quickly and still feel fabulous in what you wear and have fun with it as well. And then the last thing that we share with you, well, the last, you know, big piece, there's heaps that we do share. It's about that shopping trip. And everyone's talked about it today, Eva, Kylie and Teresa, is that knowing your style profile makes shopping so much easier. And what we share with you during the style transformation is the strategies that we use to make shopping much, much easier. We know a lot of women that initially work with us hate shopping, absolutely loathe it. Because it feels
kind of tears sometimes for me.
Yeah, absolutely. Because it's overwhelming, it's frustrating, and often women will blame themselves if things aren't working in terms of fit and style. And what we want to say is it's not you. We haven't been taught this stuff. No one teaches us this stuff. So Christy and I shop all the time. That's our job. That's what we do. And look, on an average 2 or 3 hour shop, we will find 15 to 20 wins. So we're going to share with you the exact strategies that we use to make shopping much more efficient and that you do it with ease. So we share the tricks of our pre-shops with you. So that's something that we share in that shopping success strategy as well as part of the style transformation. So what's actually inside the style transformation? Well, you get your personalized style profile. So it will be your style personality assessment plus how to translate it into your everyday. And what we mean by that is sometimes what comes out of the style personality assessment, sometimes it feels like it competes a little bit with your lifestyle. And we show you how to inject your style personality into every day, even though you think it may not. So for example, if you work in a more corporate suited, booted environment, for example, how to bring rebellious into that. And there are definitely ways to do it. You'll also get your virtual color analysis to determine your wow colors. And also with your premium color swatch, you will find that we mark out your wow colors. We'll also mark out your eye intensifier and eye enhancer colors, which is great if you wear glasses. And then also what your core colors are, those core colors that you would use as the base of your wardrobe to create that mix and match wardrobe. So your alternatives to wearing black pants, for example. Plus, you'll also have access to the My Private Stylist program, which will give you every cuff, collar, neckline that's perfect for you. So that when you do go to the shops, you can pick up an item of clothing, look at all the elements of it and go, yes, it's for me, or no, it's not. It reduces that overwhelm in the changing room where, you'll be trying lots of things on, trying to work out if it's the right cut or shape for you. Or even better, when you start shopping online and have the confidence to do that, you're not going to have as many trips to the post office to return items that aren't the right cut for you. But in addition to all of that, we also include a 5-part video course. And they are 5 parts, and they're actually divided up into small little snippets of 5 to 10 minute videos. And as part of that, it's very much for people who love the detail, who really want to dive in and check out the detail. If you're more of a headline person, we've got the headlines for you as well. Plus, we've got an online program portal where we store all the cheat sheets, downloadables, the course, all the worksheets, everything there is going to be in the portal that we have. Then we also have a few bonuses. And the big bonus that we have is what we call the Trend Translator. So at the end of the 8 weeks, you're going to know your style profile, your color palette, your style personality, and your body architecture. So how do you translate that into stuff that's coming out for autumn winter 21? How do you go to the shops and identify which trends are going to be right for you? Well, we create the autumn winter 21 trend update, and we actually go through it by what is right for this style personality, this color palette, this body shape, so that you know what to invest in and what's not going to be a one-hit wonder for you that's never going to make the light of day. So that's actually going to save you lots of time and lots of money in terms of that. We also then do live style clinics as well. So with the live style clinics, we show up on a weekly basis from the 20th of April, and we go through your questions in terms of, people have style personality questions. How do I translate this? How do I find a piece that has this sort of detailing? We answer your color questions, your shopping questions, and your wardrobe questions as well. And then, as we mentioned before, the other bonus is the community of transformers. And Kylie mentioned that. It's like you've got this group of friends who have your style back. They're your style gurus in a group who are really beautiful and kind with their advice. And they've been there. They have been through this process. They know the language that we're speaking and that you'll be speaking very soon. And they're there to help and support you on your style transformation journey as well. So it works by having 3 quick wins: style personality assessment, virtual color analysis, your virtual body architecture analysis with My Private Stylist, plus the video course, your 5 live style clinics, and the private Facebook group as well. So the Style Transformation is open now. The doors actually close tomorrow night because we kick off on Wednesday, and it is $497, and you've got a couple of options. So if you would like to join, it is you visit thestyletransformation.com, and you've got a couple of options. So it's either 3 monthly payments of $197 or pay in full for $497. We also offer a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you decide after diving into the program this week and you go, this isn't for me, this is, I want to do something a little bit different, then just get in touch, let us know. It's risk-free in terms of joining tonight or tomorrow. So when you do get started with us, what happens is we send you a confirmation email and welcome you to the Style Transformation. In there, you'll find details of all the style clinics that are coming up and important dates that we get you to put in your diary. Plus, we also give you the login details for the online portal, which has a welcome video and tells you a little bit more about what to expect. Plus, we also invite you to the Style Transformation group, and we've been inviting women over the last few days, and they've all been sharing what they'd like to get out of the program, plus a pick of their favourite piece at the moment, which has actually been giving us a few clues, Christy, hasn't it, to people's style and personality.
Some good clues into style personality, but also what colours. Although that's not always an indication what colours you like to wear, but it shows us different elements of their colour palette by the colours they've chosen.
Absolutely. And then obviously we get you to dive into the Style Transformation hub and portal as well. And the video course kicks off on Wednesday evening. So the first step will be released on Wednesday, and then it's weekly after that you'll get access to those. And again, they're short and snappy. They're the type of things that we have produced so that, you know, if you're waiting for someone at a cafe or something like that, you've got 5 minutes where you can catch up on a video. Or, you know, if you're at, you know, soccer practice or something like that and you're waiting in the car, you can catch up on some of our style tips and tricks there.
It is very flexible too, isn't it, Fee? Because you have lifetime access to the portal, you can dive in and out and as many times as you like because it's all recorded.
Absolutely. And as we said before, with having access to the Facebook group, what we find is people come and dive in every round to, you know, get some more detail, because as we dive deeper into our style personality, our colour palette and our body shape, we learn more all the time. Christy and I are still, you know, learning more and more all the time that we then share with you as well. So just a reminder, if you want to get started today, visit thestyletransformation.com, and we have 2 payment options of $197 for 3 monthly payments, or paying in full for $497 with that. And a reminder that it includes your style personality assessment, your virtual colour analysis, your premium colour swatch, as well as your online program, the 5-part video course, the online portal with all the cheat sheets, downloads, and everything else that comes with that. And then also our great bonuses too. So we would love to invite you to join us for this round of the Style Transformation, and also join Eva, Kylie, and also Teresa as well, because they will still be in there helping all of us out in terms of giving great advice and support as you go through this process. So thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. A big, huge thank you to Eva, to Kylie and Teresa for giving up their time this Sunday to share with you their style transformation and their journey and what they're up to at the moment. It's been a pleasure spending time with you. And if you have any questions, please just pop them below in the comments and we'll get to those this afternoon as well. So take care, everyone. Have a great Sunday afternoon, and we'll see you soon again here live. Bye.
See you, everyone.